What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about Faraday Future, tickers FFIE. I want to give you a good breakdown of actually what is happening with Faraday today, what the data points are saying, and if this is going to continue to trend down or where it might be going. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get right to it. So currently down 8%, but today, as you can tell based on the intraday chart, has been one wild ride. So it did have roughly 34.47 cents as the high, but a huge amount of volume. So 144 million shares being traded, 76 is the average. So definitely a lot of eyes are on Faraday. Like I mentioned on previous videos, I do still anticipate a little bit more of a FOMO aspect and a FOMO rally, especially leading up until August, which of course is their phase 2 launch, or at least them moving in the right direction. That's what every investor wants to see, whether it be big money, as you can tell based on this, or just retail. Everyone just wants some operational updates. So that will be coming fairly soon, in my opinion. And looking right here, these are all the transactions that did occur on the secondary market over $100,000. And based on the majority of these, it does look like most of them were buys, some were sells. But of course, like I mentioned, it kind of just shows that there's a lot of eyes on Faraday. And as far as this, number of retail investors are getting into Faraday as well, taking advantage of this kind of dip that's happening right now. But what has been really occurring today is just the technicals. Technicals did get very much overbought. Like I mentioned, not really any fundamental reason behind that other than just kind of anticipation of the phase 2. So not really justifying on it staying as high as it is. So this is why it pulling back today is kind of healthy. But what really prompted that and kicked it in the right direction, or I wouldn't say right direction, but kicked it downwards, is shorts. So I'll give you guys a good overview of what they are doing. So short score is currently 77, utilization is 95.8%. But shorts are currently increasing 3.54 million shares, which right now the grand total is 235.54 million shares overall being shorted, and that works out to be 18.28% of the free float. But I want to draw your attention to this right here, this massive candle. If you compare that to the actual chart, that is this. So of course, going back over here, when you see it going up, that means essentially that is adding a lot of selling pressure, and coincidentally, looking at the volume, this is just basically what caused it. So shorts for the most part can be summarized as killing this rally, and I don't know if they're trying to keep it low for some fundamental reason, because it currently is, based on at least the technicals, below the pivot. So 29.5 cents is something that you really need to watch for. There's 2 minutes left in the trading day, so ideally it would be nice to see it close above that, because then that way in reality it could trade between the P and the R1. But no matter what, as you can see, between any of these there is a fairly big spread, so you are going to see a lot more of this kind of volatility and just massive swings, at least in the short term, most likely until probably August. My own opinion, not a financial advisor, you guys always do your own due diligence, but it is mainly just shorts doing what they are doing. Cost to borrow average is currently 9.56%, so not really much change in that regard. But you can see that there was a drop yesterday from one broker really charging a very small amount for cost to borrow. So that might be, once again, some signs of manipulation behind the scenes, just brokers incentivizing shorting, but who knows? At the time of doing this video, there is no real press releases, no SEC filings, nothing along those lines since my last Faraday update. So it is just following the broader market and just shorts, what they have been doing. So let me know you guys' thoughts on all of that in the comments below. What do you think, for instance, about big money getting in? Do you think that this is for some specific purpose? Do you think that maybe someone knows something or not? What's your guys' take on all that? Give yourself a shout out if you have been buying, selling, holding today more specifically, or what's your thoughts? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And take advantage of promos such as Moomoo. This is a brand new promo, just started on July the 17th. It is free to sign up with Moomoo, plus it does offer $0 commission and free level 2 trading. But if you throw $100 at the account, you get 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000, and also you get a $50 cash reward. So it's a no-brainer in my opinion. Link in the description below and also the comments. With that said, I appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a shit ton of money on Faraday.